That spin Venmo stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.
Check reparation, 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 check reparation.
Well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. You get everybody.
Blessed risings, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where in the world you are tapping in from. You got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show, and today we will be discussing Diddy actually does not pay Sting $5,000 per day for uncleared song. OMG. We'll be discussing that and more when we return from these brief messages on today's episode of the Hakuna Matata Hour.
Von Savage Media. Von Savage Media. Von Savage Media. Von Savage Media.
Welcome back. This is the Keep It P podcast, where we take news, situations, and everyday occurrences, and we show how one could or could not be keeping it P. And today I am your host, TZ Von Savage, in the place to be Sucker MCs. Originally, Captain Hakuna Matata said he was paying $5,000 a day to Sting on the Coonerary Breakfast Show with other King Coonies, and Diddy actually isn't really keeping Sting's bills paid after rapper said he paid the former Police frontman $5,000 in royalties per day for the sample of Every Breath You Take on 1997's I'll Be Missing You. Diddy turned around and insisted it was all just a joke. I want y'all to understand I was joking. Diddy wrote on Twitter Friday, April 7th. It's called being facetious. Me and Sting have been friends for a long time. He never charged me $3K or $5K a day for missing you. He probably makes more than $5K a day from one of the biggest songs in history. What? I'll Be Missing You was a tribute to the Notorious B.I.G. and became a hit for Diddy. However, the rapper only asked Sting's permission for the sample after the song was released. Diddy and Sting have both addressed the situation previously, and in a 2018 interview with the Breakfast Club, Sting said he receives $2,000 a day from Diddy. Carry the one. Do a little mathematics. Boom, bop, bop for inflation. I'm sure that $2,000 a day is more closer to like $4,000 a day. He like, I'm just joking. You still is paying bills over there. When a clip of the interview resurfaced on Twitter this week, and Diddy responded by writing, "Nope, 5K a day. Love to my brother Sting." I bet he is your brother. There are, of course, no hard feelings between the two musicians. How? When you're paying somebody 5 bands, 2 bands, whatever. In the 2018 interview, Sting noted, "We're very good friends now," adding, "It was a beautiful version of that song." In an interview with Rolling Stone in 2003, Sting confirmed that the uncleared sample had netted him a lot of money and probably much more in the years since. "Those guys just take your SHIT, put it on a record, and deal with the legality later," Sting said. Those guys? Who's those guys? What those guys are you talking about? Those rap black guys? Who's those guys? Those guys just take your shit. See, I try not to cuss, but this needed that because that's what he said. This is a quote. "Those guys just take your shit, put it on a record, and deal with the legality later," Sting said. That's a quote. But this your homie though, right? Diddy? This your brother though, right? Diddy? Oh, you go around buck breaking all your brothers, because you done been buck broked and bent over. Let me come back and defend it. Let me clarify. It ain't really 5,000. That's because Sting called you and checked you. Like, hey, little niglet, don't be running around lying, talking about you paying this and that. It ain't 5,000. It's really just 2,000 a day. 2,000 times 30. Y'all do the math. How much is that a month? 2,000 times 30 days for every month. Matter of fact, 2,000 times 365. Put the answer in the comments, y'all. It continues to say, "Those guys just," this is a quote, "those guys just take your shit, put it on a record, and deal with the legality later," Sting said. "Elton John told me, you gotta hear it. I'll be missing you. You're gonna be a millionaire." I said, "I'm already a millionaire." He said, "You're gonna be a millionaire twice over. I put a couple of my kids through college with the proceeds, and me and P. Diddy are good pals still." Yeah, of course, you're only pals because you're getting paid. Otherwise, it's those guys. He's only your pal because he allows you to buck break him. What did we learn here today, boys and girls? That raccooning is a form of currency out here. Buck breaking favors can get you paid chilling in the shade. But what about your soul there, boy? But I ain't gonna hold you. I'm just gonna mold you, scold you, and fold you about being on code. Gonna leave you with 4 words like we always do. Love. Peace. This peace might have to get you this peace. Blessings and maloha. For sure, ha. I'm out the door. Ha.
Von Savage Media. Von Savage Media.